Hey guys, it's your boy Killer Kill 360 back with another video. Yeah, it's been a minute since I did a part to this, but um I hope y'all enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe, and get this video to over 10 likes. I do a part 6. So yeah, I really hope y'all guys enjoy it, and let's get into it. So when we last left off, Sakura beat it, destroyed her, eviscerated Ino. Like, it wasn't even a contest. Like, it was just an absolute destruction. So, we cut to Hiruzen, as Hiruzen says, next week, part 2 of the exams will begin. So, everybody that got 2 weeks of training to get preparation and get ready for this. As Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura nod their head as everybody else do. As and then one of the security guards of Hiruzen says, maybe we should have one more match before we end it to make things even. Ah, I see, it's still too many of them. As Hiruzen says, well, it will be one more match to go on. As everybody is like, really? Well, you just told us to leave. No, there's still too many of y'all. So they was like, alright. As the next fighters to be fighting, Neji versus Lee. As Lee is like, yes, I get to fight Neji. He gets excited. As Neji's like, this fight has already been decided who wins. As they get into the ring, as Sasuke and Naruto are sitting on the rails, observing this fight very closely. As Lee gets in his stance, and Neji too. Sorry about that. Neji gets his stance, and they say begin. As Neji blitzes towards Lee, Lee tries his best to avoid Neji trigrams, but it doesn't go so well for him. As Neji shuts down most of his chakra points. So, you still want to fight, Lee? Don't count me out yet, says Lee. As he says, first inner gate, activate! As he activates his first inner gate, and it opens his chakra pool. Interesting. So this ability allows you to reopen your chakra pools, which is not expected, but it still won't change anything. As Neji lines him up for the 64 palms. As he hits him, 3 palm, 8 palms, and then it rapidly goes up to 64 palms. As he sends Rock Lee flying through a whole bunch of rocks. As he's like, end this match, it's over. He won't get back up. As the proctor is about to say the match is over, but suddenly a huge burst of pressure flies the rocks everywhere. As he looks over, it's like, impossible. How did you get back up? As Lee is like, you never count the underdog down until he stays down. As he activates inner gate, I said gear 5. Sorry about that. He activate, his gate 5, and he absolutely dog washes Neji, absolutely obliterates Neji. And yeah, I'm keeping the bloopers in. Anyway, he absolutely eviscerates Neji. It's over. Lee wins, but he won't be able to move on because of his bones being severely damaged. As everybody is impressed by Lee, like, they can't believe how strong Lee was. And he puts his thumbs up, and Naruto and Sasuke put their thumbs up for respect. Because he doesn't have genjutsu and all that. And he still, kicked ass. Like, he doesn't have ninjutsu or any trickery. He just uses straight hands. And they respect him for that. Even Sakura. She gives him a thumbs up as well. As that will end part 1 of the tuning exams. Now, y'all free to go. As everybody leaves. As Kakashi says, y'all 3... come with me. We're going to do some training. As they like, really, Sensei? You going to train us? Yeah. Y'all really impressed me. all of y'all. As he gives him a thumb up. As we cut a day later to Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto in the training grounds. As Kakashi shows up early, surprisingly. As they meet up with Kakashi, as Kakashi jumps down from the tree, is like, hey guys, so yeah, let's get into this training, he says. Sasuke, I want to teach you one of my deadly techniques, the Thunder Blade. As Sasuke is like, understood Kakashi Sensei. And you, Naruto, you need to work on your dojutsu. Your dojutsu is very special. Hey, matter of fact, did you come up with a name for it? As Naruto's like, yes, I'm gonna call it Accelerator. Interesting, says Kakashi. Dojutsu name Accelerator. Interesting. Not bad. As Kakashi looks over to Sakura. And you, Sakura, I feel like you need to make a greater defense than you already have. Just, touch up on your skills. And I'm pretty sure you can get it done. You're a smart girl. As Sakura nods her head. So Kakashi wants me to figure out a perfect defense with my Keka Genkai. Interesting. As Naruto, Sasuke, even Kakashi was like, it would be cool if we can make like a type of armor, like a mech or something like that. As she's like, a mech, huh? Really? You know what? I never thought about that. So she's like, alright, I'm gonna head off and begin my training. As Kakashi nods, as he's like, well, y'all two, I want y'all to spar against each other to see how far y'all really are. As Sasuke and Naruto get a grin on their faces, they can't wait to test each other in strength to see who's really superior. As Kakashi's like, and don't use your Nine Tails power, Naruto. I know you can control it. Just use your other stuff. Fine, Kakashi Sensei. As you don't use your perfect curse mark. Well, Naruto changed it into perfect sage energy, so I don't have that foul, disgusting snake presence in my body. Is that true, Naruto? You can use sage energy? Yeah, I mastered it. As, whoa, didn't even know that. Interesting. Alright, so don't use it either. Just average powers, no outside help. Fine. As Naruto and Sasuke get into their stance. As Naruto and Sasuke start to clash, it's a vicious battle between the two. Either side is not given an inch. As Sasuke says, Fireball Jutsu! As Naruto says, Massive Wind Bullets! As they both collide. The wind pressure is so strong it countered the fireball. As Naruto and Sasuke is like, you're not bad. I can say the same thing about you, my best friend and rival, says Sasuke. As they keep on clashing, and Kakashi is assessing the fight, and he's like, wow, I had no idea that they was so close in strength. Even with Naruto's dojutsu, he's not blitzing Sasuke. It's pretty much like they anticipating each other's abilities, like they did this before. As Kakashi claps his hands, he says, have y'all been sparring against each other? I mean, yeah, Kakashi Sensei. It's been quite a few fights we had before this. So, y'all can read each other's moves. Interesting. So, for you, Naruto, you have to get much faster. You have to adapt to your dojutsu. To me, you're only using like 20% of your actual full abilities. As Naruto is shocked. He's like, really? It really looks that way? Yeah. If you said that one time you could see 10 minutes into the future, you should be absolutely countering everything that Sasuke is doing. But luckily, Sasuke is fast enough to keep up with your speed, which is very interesting. It's like y'all dojutsus adapted to each other. As it shocked Sasuke because he never thought about it that way. Kakashi Sensei, you might be right about that. I never thought about that until now. I never thought of that too, says Naruto. As he says, well, since you both are even, I guess I can teach y'all both the lightning blade. Or, nah, I'm not gonna give y'all the same move. I'm gonna teach y'all something different. You're gonna get the lightning blade, Sasuke. Naruto, you're gonna get the Thunder Wolf. As he's like, oh, that sounds so cool. So he begins training both of the boys and Sakura. And we're gonna say a week, 2 weeks go by, and the tuning exams are back. Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura are monsters. They are literally monsters. Like, they're so strong that they can't wait to test each other in strength, to really go all out without holding back. As Sasuke looks at Naruto and Sakura, you sense that bastard? Yeah, he's next to Hiruzen. He's up to something. I don't know what it is. Oh, that snake breath. Ugh. I'm gonna kill him when he comes next to me again. Hey, I'll join you on that too, says Naruto. And Sakura, as Orochimaru, is kind of impressed on 3 of them. Well, their chakra pools increase dramatically. But that one in the middle with the special dojutsu, he's interesting as well. I might have to take his body too. Price for the two of one. Let's get him. As the tuning exam starts to begin. As first match is Sakura versus Tonari. And as Sakura is eyeing down Tonari, and Tonari is eyeing down Sakura, as they both enter the ring, as Naruto and Sasuke say, break a leg out there, go crazy. Sure, guys. As she gives them the thumb up, and they give it back to her. As Tonari is like, well, I hope you're ready. This isn't going to be as easy as your first fight. Yeah, I'm not counting on that. I hope you give me a good challenge, says Sakura. As Sakura gets in her stance. And it's kind of a stance of Byakuya, if you know, from Bleach. That's her stance. As she says, Senbo Zakyo. As her Kekkei Genkai activates. As you see blades surrounding her. As she extends her arm out. And she's using her arms as a kind of guide towards her Kekkei Genkai to attack Tonari. As Tonari tries to blow her petals away with her fan, it actually doesn't work. And she has to dodge it out the way. Compared to your wind, you ain't got nothing on Naruto. This is child's play. As Sakura extends her second arm for even more speed and brute force. As Tonari says, wind style, great wind bullets. As she shoots them towards Sakura. I know she doesn't have that at canon, but I'm giving that to her. Anyway, Sakura puts up her petals as a defense. She's like, damn it, she has like the perfect offense and defense. How can you penetrate something like that? As Tonari decides to use her fan to hit the ground really hard to knock Sakura off her feet. As Sakura anticipated that, and she jumped all the way in the air as Tonari's like, what? How did you know I was going to do that? Well, when you go against 2 dojutsu users, you tend to pick up on things. As Sakura says, Senpo Zakyo, Kukiyoshi, Hell's Gate. As she traps Tonari in the gate are full of blades. As all the blades point towards her and stab her in not fatal parts of her body, but it still does a lot of damage to the point she can't fight no more. And other than that, guys, I'm gonna leave it on the cliffhanger. Peace.